All right. So I couldn't see it though. So you tagged me, so it has to appear here. Okay.
Facebook Live. All right. Oops.
Very
Delete
timely.
that. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Ayan, ayan, ayan. Magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat. We're here for another episode of Real Talk with Jenny. It's actually episode 7. Yay! And we are lucky to have, you know, she's actually my schoolmate from
Yeah.
US, and she's a homeschool mom. And for later on, we'll ask her how many years na siya nag-homeschool um, with her kids. So basically, I've asked her this question like a few years back. Pero sabi ko nga, as I mentioned on the posting that I had early this morning, I never had the courage to actually do it. Parang feeling ko, I can't, or my skill sets are not basically fit to teach kids.
Mhm.
Future na nila yung nakasalalay, so sabi ko, oh my God, hindi ko ata kaya. But then, not after kasi we're still in this pandemic time, I realized that I might be moving forward to this type of platform for my kids. And I do believe a lot of parents are also curious and interested to find out how does it really work, diba? So without further ado, please welcome my good friend, my schoolmate, Pia.
Hi. Good afternoon. It's 12:09 na pala. Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Jen.
Hello, Pia. Sabi niya sa akin kagabi, Jen, ano ba yung mga itatanong mo?
Oo, kasi baka,
Ang sabi ko, Pia, just random question. And I'm sure, alam na alam mo yung mga sagot since you're doing this for a long time now. So, Pia, tell us first a little bit about yourself. Like, teacher ka ba? O, after college,
okay.
we haven't really touched base much kung saan nag-aaral ka naman.
Okay.
Just a little bit before
Alright.
we move
Sige.
on.
Oh, well, kung kilala niyo si Jen, tapos sinasabi niya na classmate ko siya dati. So, iniisip niyo, ang course ko rin ay pareha. Bachelor of Arts in Communication Arts. So, AB Com Arts. So, after college, of course, I worked advertising, ayun, gano'n. Corporate, ganyan. And at one point, I felt like I really want to teach. Actually, na-inspire ako kay Sir Bong Osorio. I really want to teach in college. I wanted to take up my master's. But, a lot of things happened. And so I ended up taking my education units. So I took education units, and then after that, I took up the licensure exam for teachers, and then I passed. And then I taught in grade school. Tapos I had to stop for a while because of I gave birth. And then from there on, hindi na ako nag-teach sa regular school. And then at one point, I don't know why, siguro it's really God's calling for me. I started homeschooling my eldest. That time it was just my eldest. I have two kids. Right now they're 8 and incoming grade 4. And then I have a 15-year-old son incoming grade 10. Both of them are homeschooled. So yes, I am a teacher by profession.
Yun. Ayun naman pala. All right.
Yeah.
Sophia, how did you come out of that idea to actually homeschool your kids? Was it a certain situation in your life na that's why you suddenly moved to homeschooling,
Yes.
or naisip mo lang, or what?
Okay. So, first and foremost, kailangan disclaimer muna. Hindi po ako expert. Okay? I do not even parang call myself, kasi iba, they call it the seasoned homeschoolers or the veteran homeschoolers. I've been homeschooled. This will be our 7th year of homeschooling. Had I not quit, it could have been the
Wow.
10th year. Had I not quit at some point, it could have been the 10th year. But yeah, okay, so 7 years pa lang. Because the others are doing it for more than 15 years. And hooray for those moms. So, hindi ako expert. So, kung ano po yung i-share ko today, these are just my experiences, what I have experienced. I'm going to share it with you, but I do not claim to be an expert. And I don't even know if a lot of homeschool moms would say that they're an expert on this field. So, we're a work in progress. All right. So, well, it started with sort of a band-aid solution for me. At one point, when my son was going to be in grade 1, um, we experienced some problems at home. So at that time, band-aid solution ko yung homeschool. Parang iniisip ko na, naku, may problema kami sa finances namin. Sige, I felt like I can do it because I'm a teacher. I felt a little confident about it because I was thinking I was a teacher anyway. Kaya ko siguro to. And then for some reason, I guess it's not coincidence, it's not an accident. I met someone who's homeschooling, a neighbor of ours, who's homeschooling her 3 kids. So, wow, 'di ba? Ang galing. So, nung nagka-problem ako sa kanya ako lumapit, and then yun nga naisip ko na sige, gusto ko mag-homeschool, turuan mo naman ako. So, nagpaturo ako sa kanya, nagpakuwento ko paano yun ginagawa, ganyan. Tapos parang sige, mag-homeschool ako. Yung mag-homeschool ako. So, yung first year ko, because I was a teacher, ang iniisip ko parang kung ano yung school, I'll just bring it home. This is the curriculum. I'm going to teach it from the very first page of the book to the very last page. That's my thinking. Like I'm going to do it just like I was doing it when I was in the regular school. And then because of that, I was so stiff. I was so strict. I wanted to I wanted to finish like a quarter talaga by the dot. I wanted to do that because I was thinking, oh, there are 4 quarters in one school year. I have to finish this curriculum. Hindi pwede. Paano pag bumalik ka sa regular school? Paano na? Ganyan. So, well, because of that,
As a mommy.
oo, ganon. Sobrang ano. So, ang nangyari, it wasn't a very good year for us. And then my relationship with my son was affected in some ways because napapagalitan ko talaga siya pag hindi niya naiintindihan.
Kasi misinchin ka, ganun, Tia.
Oo, talagang nagagalit ako. Parang, kanina ko ba ito tinuturo? Bakit paulit-ulit na lang, hindi makuha, ganyan. So, pinipilit ko lagi. Pilit na natapos yung isang school year. And also during the time, I didn't have any house help. Until now, I don't have a house help anyway. So, I was pregnant nung nag-homeschool kami. It was June, I was pregnant. I gave birth August. So, literally, I was breastfeeding. I was doing the household chores, and I was homeschooling all at the same time. It was very overwhelming. There wasn't really a support system during the time. So, siguro yun, nakadagdag pa yun eh. Nakadagdag pa yun. So, after 1 year, ayun na. Because I know in my heart that my heart wasn't really into homeschooling. It was just a solution for me at that time. I felt, okay, no more. Hindi ko kaya to.
Sorry, Tia. So, you thought of homeschooling at that point.
Yes.
But while doing it, are you thinking na after this year, you'll put back the kids to traditional school? Since you did mention that it was like a band-aid solution to
Solution.
problem that
Yes,
you have at the
yes.
moment.
Oo, parang gano'n nangyari. Parang nasa back of my mind, parang alam mo yun, hindi mo sinasabi out loud, subconsciously alam mo yun sa sarili mo na 'pag hindi 'to nag-workout, kukwitan ko lang 'to. Parang gano'n. Siguro kaya hindi ko siya na-appreciate during that time is because gano'n lang yung way of thinking ko. Parang 'pag hindi 'to nag-work, basta o 'di bumalik ka na lang sa regular school. Parang yun lang yung nasa isip ko during that time. So yes, bumalik nga siya sa regular school
So
after
after a
1
year of
year.
homeschooling, you put back your kids
Yes, sa regular school, yes.
yeah. Before we move on, let's greet some friends. So hi
Ay,
Nina, hi Kang, hi Shirley, Attorney Ruby, shout out. Zen, hello. There are 9 others. Yeah. So hello guys. So once again we have Pia in the house. She has like 7 years of experience in homeschooling her kids. So if you guys have any questions, please just type it in, and Pia will somehow be able to help us out and answer your questions.
yeah.
All right. Okay. So at least you have. It's good that you are a teacher. So parang yung skill set mo andyan na eh, di ba?
Um, a lot of people go to me and say, the reason why you can homeschool is because you're a teacher. Surprisingly enough, when I was teaching my own child, it was so different. I feel like I'm more effective as a regular school teacher than as a teacher of my own child or my own kid. So, hindi actually 'pag sinasabi ng mga tao na, "Hindi, kaya mo lang 'yan nagawa kasi you're a teacher anyway." But no, it was so different. Kasi homeschooling, when you try to define it, 'di ba? Okay, so let's define homeschooling. Um, the parents are the main educators, the primary teachers of their children. So 'pag gano'n kabigat yung weight na yon, na tinignan mo na parang, "Ha? Ako yung teacher nung anak ko." Parang gano'n. Siyempre dadalhin mo yun sa heart mo na parang ang bigat niya dalhin, 'di ba? So parang gano'n. So, um, tinake ko yun as that. Hindi ko naisip na bago ako naging teacher ni Ethan, ako si mommy. I'm a mom. So, 'di ba, when you're a mom, iba 'yun eh, ibang level 'pag sinabi mong mom, 'di ba? Ibang level 'yun sa bata. You're the parent. So, at dapat pala, I didn't think of it as a teacher. I should have thought of it as I'm a facilitator of learning. I'm here to facilitate. I'm not here to spoon feed the information to my children or to my kid at the time, si Ethan. So, yun. So, kung iniisip po ng mga tao na, ay kailangan po mayroon akong license to teach, kung kailangan board passer ako or may education units ako, hindi po siya, it's not actually a requirement. Ang requirement natin yung puso natin as mommies. Yan talaga, number one yan. Yan yung requirement mo as a homeschool mom. Kailangan yung heart mo is really into it. Yeah.
Great, that's wonderful. Oo nga naman, 'pag inisip mo na teacher ka, lalabas yung super strict ka, kailangan eto yung mga guidelines,
Oo.
nakakalimutan mo na, ay nanay pa 'to.
Nanay ako.
They treat them differently. Pero siguro it's a little bit of your expectations din, 'di ba? Kaya ka
Yes.
kaya
Mm, mm.
kaya ka naiinis, yung mga gano'n.
Mm.
So, you did mention na it was a solution to a financial
Mm.
situation. So, is homeschooling affordable? How much are the rings? But before you answer that, um, alam ko before you get into it, you did your research. So, yeah, so perhaps you would have like some idea on how many homeschool providers na ba we have here in the Philippines?
Okay, so the next definition of terms is a homeschool provider. So kanina we defined what homeschooling is. All right, it's different from distant learning, it's different from online learning, it's different from blended learning. So with homeschooling, you are the primary teachers or talaga you will educate your children. Okay? So, inako mo yung responsibility ng pagtuturo sa mga anak mo. Okay, next is, what is a homeschool provider? Because I'm pretty sure those who are, because we are in a pandemic, and I'm pretty sure a lot of parents are considering homeschooling as an alternative to sending their children to a regular school, you probably have encountered the term homeschool provider. So a
Yeah,
homeschool
like the best
provider,
platform ba tawag dito? Yes,
yeah.
homeschool platform, ano ba?
Okay, so yung homeschool provider, sila yung magbibigay ng homeschool program for you. So they're supposed to be DepEd accredited to offer the homeschool program or homeschool services. Okay, so they have to be accredited by the Department of Education. So itong si homeschool provider, siya yung tutulong sa'yo with DepEd records, magpa-provide ng report card. The one who will also provide the curriculum or the course outline, will give suggestion on books, will support you. For example, they're going to uh, pwede ka nilang support through a support co-op or a support community, or if you have any questions, you can call them, you can email them, you can get in touch with them. So depende, maraming homeschool providers in the Philippines. Alam nyo, lalo na ngayong pandemic, ang daming bago. So baka more than 10 na siguro. Pero yung provider ko po, we are enrolled under PNL, Integrated Christian Academy of Rizal. Haba. So, PNL na lang yon. So, we've been with them since 2011, ever since I started, and I didn't have any problems. Remember, I said a while ago, my son went back to a regular school. So, from PNL, I was able to transfer my son back to a regular school. And then now we're homeschooling again, so he's back to homeschooling again. And we did not encounter any problem in terms of DepEd records and other stuff like that. It was a smooth transition. So, kung saan po kayo mag-enroll na homeschool provider, depende po kung saan, iba-iba yung pino-offer nilang services. Pero yung na-mention ko are the basic ones that they offer. So if you try to search, marami. So we have Homeschool Global, The Learning Place, The Living Learning, Gopala Learning Haven, Kids World, International British Academy, ang dami na po. So, siguro what you can do is you can search this sa Facebook. They have their own Facebook pages and they have their own websites, and then you can get in touch with them. So you can also know their requirements, and they also give, right now because there's pandemic, they give online orientations.
That's good.
Yes.
So we did. I think I did ask you. Normally, what are the range with regards to the tuition, or kasama na ba dun yung books or in
Mm-hmm.
other?
Mm-hmm. So if you're asking for the tuition fee or other fees involved in enrolling in a homeschool provider, I can give you an estimate. So it's between about 15,000 to about, I don't know, maybe 50 or 40 tuition only. So most of the time, separate yung fees for the books and other materials. So yung mga homeschool provider, most of them, they already have set of books. And then some homeschool provider also give you the freedom to choose which books you believe as a parent would fit the learning style of your child. So, siguro kung mga local textbooks, kasama yung teacher's guide, minsan kasama yung teacher's guide kasi para meron kang answer key, tapos meron kang guide on how to teach it. Siguro mga nasa 5 pataas or 7. Sorry, hindi ko na alam yung pinaka-exact na amount. Kasi hindi pa naman kami nag-enroll for this school year. Kasi sabi ni DepEd, August 24 pa naman daw mag-start. So, medyo chill muna kami ngayon dahil kakatapos lang ng school year namin. So, so medyo nagpapahinga muna si Mommy. Ako yung nagpapahinga.
Oo nga, yun eh. Kasi, I think yun yung mostly kinakatakot ng lahat. Parang, shucks, mag-aaral ako ulit. You go back to all those things, diba? Mag-review ka. Siyempre, marami na tayo nakalimutan, lalo na yung mga moms na nanganak na ng ilang beses, makakalimutin na. Great. Let's greet some friends who just came in. Hello, Anna. Hello. Lottie. Hello po. Nancy. Hello. Yan. So, alright. So, binanggit ni Pia yung range ng price when we enroll. But last night, Pia, I was asking you about if there are other like international homeschool providers, something like that. And we did mention about independent. Maybe you can just explain that part.
Okay, so we know what homeschooling is. We know what a homeschool provider is. Okay, for independent homeschoolers. Okay, yung mga homeschoolers, parang if you put it like, if you group them, meron ba gano'n, classify, parang science lang. Okay, so merong mga homeschoolers who are enrolled in a DepEd accredited homeschool providers. And there are also other homeschoolers who are doing things independently, or are we call the independent homeschoolers. Ako po may provider ako. So hindi ko to kayang expound ng sobra kasi hindi ko siya super alam, okay? Pag independent po kayo, you're not enrolled with any provider, you're not affiliated with any homeschool provider. So, wala pong DepEd records, and the parents, sila talaga yung naggagawa ng curriculum nila, sila rin yung nag-choose ng materials nila on their own. So, although ngayon, ang dami namang resources. When you actually search, you'll find a lot of curriculums, you'll find a lot of resources. So, hindi naman siya mahirap actually. Siguro yung DepEd records lang. Kasi, for example, you're doing it independently for years, and then you believe that, okay, sige, pwede na bumalik yung anak ko sa regular school, you want to go back to the system, then yun yung kailangan mong trabahuhin. So, merong iba are taking up the ALS, or the Alternative Learning System. DepEd din po yun. And then the PEPT, or the Philippine Educational Placement Test also. Yun. So, yun. Pag na-com mo siya, meron yun certification na, sige, for example, ALS, bibigyan ka ng high school diploma or a certificate. Wala na palang high school diploma kasi pag ALS, or for example, grade 10. So, susunod nun senior high. So, di pa rin pala yung diploma kasi magdi-diploma ka pag after ng grade 12, di ba? So, ALS is a one-time exam, usually taken up pag talagang lilipat ka na sa system. Yung PEPT, yung placement test, ito hindi ako masyadong sure kasi wala pa akong, may kilala ko nag-test na, pero hindi ko siya masyadong na-explore na topic. No? So, you have to take it yata kung, let's say for example, your last record sa DepEd is grade 1, and you're already, let's say, 12 years old. So, by the time dapat grade 6 ka na, di ba? So, you have to take all, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, until such time na tama na yung age mo dun sa grade level mo. Well, DepEd standards. Yeah.
So it's like, well, just basing on dun sa sinabi mo, it's like, this grade level, you have chemistry, this and that. About na-Google ka, and these are the things that a grade 9 or grade 10 should know. So if you'll be going back to a traditional school, you just have to take the exam. If you pass that, papapasukin ka nila for the next level.
Parang ganun siya.
Balik ka ulit.
Oo, babalik. Pag hindi mo na-pass yung mga I think core subjects lang yun eh, yung test na yun. If you weren't able to pass it, yeah, you will have to study again yung for that grade level. So, yeah. Kaya, for me, and if you're a first-time homeschooler, I would really suggest to go muna to adept and accredited homeschool provider. So you'll be guided, so you'll know at least what to do. Kasi like for many of us who's been so homeschooling for years, sabi ko nga, I'm still a work in progress. Ako mismo, I'm still learning a lot. Nung nagsimula ako, if I compare what I'm doing right now when I started, it's really different. So it took me years to develop some skills. Patience is one, because I'm very impatient. Um, it took me years to do that. So, and now a lot of parents are looking into this mabilisan because iniisip nila, enrollment na kasi August 24 yung classes na naka-announce. So, I have to decide. So, if you're doing it for the first time, I really suggest that you will have to educate yourself first. You have to research, you have to familiarize yourself with the homeschool definition of terms, the homeschool terms, and then you will have to research about homeschool providers. And then, diba, ang daming kailangan mo gawin. Don't just jump into it just because, number one, you're anxious, you're panicking because there's a pandemic. Calm down, mommies and daddies. I do understand where you guys are coming from, and education is really, really important. But we really have to change the way we look at education. Education doesn't just necessarily happen in the four, di ba, in the four corners ng isang classroom. So maraming ways to educate our children or to learn. So wag mo nang masyadong magpanic at wag isipin na parang, kasi isang alternative na binigay ng Department of Education is homeschooling. Ang daming gustong mag-jump out of desperation. 'Di ba? Yung parang gano'n. So without even really thinking about it, um, I would also suggest na if for example the school of your child offers an online or distant learning, meaning they will still provide you with the curriculum, they will help you out because the teacher will be there, your child will go to a virtual classroom. Kung meron ganon, then grab it. Kasi I understand a lot of parents kaya rin nagpapanik, sinasabi nila we're both working, even if we don't go outside, we're gonna be working at home. So that's another thing. So with homeschool kasi talaga, you will be the main educators. Kayo yung primary teacher. So malaki yung responsibility na yon. So if for example, meron namang ibang alternative, pag-isipang maigi. Kasi para naman yun sa mga bata.
Sophia, do you teach all the subjects sa kids mo? Kasi I
Okay.
understand Ethan is already 15, so he's in grade 9 ba?
Oo, grade 9 siya. Incoming grade 10 na siya. Okay, so for the lower grade levels, it's easy, no? Sabi ko nga, the part in homeschooling na academics, that's the one that's easy. Siguro iniisip niyo, grabe, easy daw, academics, easy. Oo, totoo po. Kasi mag-search lang sa YouTube, ang daming tutorials, ang daming teachers doon nagtuturo sa math, ang daming resources ngayon. Whereas if i-compare ko yun sa those people who have homeschooled for like 10 years ago, mas mahirap para sa kanila mag-research. Pero ngayon, nandito na sa harapan mo lahat ng information, di ba? So, sa high school, meron kasi akong high school, nung nag-grade 7 siya, nag-hire kami ng math teacher. Specific yon who comes here twice or thrice a week, mga ganon. Depende kung anong lesson. So, twice or thrice a week. And then, si teacher magbibigay ng turo ng concepts, and then the homework, quizzes, quarterly exams, we do it at home. And then, ako yung magbibigay. Iiwanan sa akin ni teacher. So, sasabihin niya sa akin, Mommy, may homework, ganito, ganyan. And then, I just I just have to check it also. Not because I'm not the teacher in math doesn't mean I don't I will not check it. So I still check it. I'm still the kumbaga parang ako pa rin yung primary teacher eh. So tinitignan ko pa rin 'yon. I don't teach all of the subjects. Some homeschool parents they send their children to tutorial centers kasi minsan lalo sa science may mga gamit sila. So that's one. And other parents also they hire, for example, like sa case namin, si Ethan meron siyang swim coach. Oh, kasi hindi
So that's
naman
his, tama ba?
I'm sorry.
So that's his PE class, yung
Oo.
swimming.
Parang yun na yung lumalabas na PE class niya. So may mga ganong circumstances. Hindi naman if you need help, pwede naman, hindi naman sinasabi na kung talagang hindi mo kaya, sige, pwede namang humingi ng tulong sa ibang teacher or pwede rin, meron kang relative na nagtuturo ng music or ayan, pwede meron kang Jen, ayan, voice lesson na yan. O, di ba? Pwede yung
So
ganun.
you
Pwede yung
in ano ba, inculcate other stuff doon sa yung curriculum, parang ganun.
Yes, 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 yes. You mean to say parang ini-integrate mo yung mga subjects?
Yes.
Oo, yes. Oh, pwede mo gawin yun. Oo. In fact, let's say, for example, you're doing math today. So, for example, you're doing measurements. O di, you cook or you bake kasi you measure the ingredients, right? And then, integrate it with science. And then, you can integrate it with home economics. Pwede rin technology and livelihood education. For example, yung niluto niya, ibebenta nyo. Parang gano'n. Di ba? Yes.
Yeah. I get this comment in the past and sa mga parents, the issue that they see one kapag ka-shift nila yung kids nila to schooling is that yung socialization daw. They're a bit worried about that. What are your thoughts? Since
Okay.
yan, 7 years ka nag-homeschool, are your kids, did you find it hard for your kids to socialize with other kids? And for the benefit of uh, those who are watching. Yeah. By the way, let's meet some friends before ka mag-answer, Mia. Yeah. So, Kuya Romy, hello po. And Joe Henry, Coach Lawrence, hello. My mom is watching. Eugene is watching. Tita Alice, hello po. Are you in Cantondala, Batangas? Nasa Manila po, Tita Alice. Ayan. Okay. Going back. Yes, Pia.
Okay. Socialization. Nako, yan. Number one topic. Number one topic na pinag-uusapan at laging tinatanong sa mga parents na nag-homeschool. I understand. Valid naman yung reason. Kasi siguro we were so used to, when we say socialize, we're so used to, okay, let's send our children to the class with 30, 40 students of basically within the same age. So for example, mga siguro, let's say for example, grade 1. So magre-range yan to 6 and 7. So 6 and 7 years old with mainly 1 or 2 adults in a class. Yun yung isip natin sa salitang socialization. Pero pag ni-research mo yung ibig sabihin ng socialization, hindi yun ang ibig sabihin ng to socialize. Ang ibig sabihin ng to socialize is paano ka makikisalumuha sa ibang mga tao. Paano ka makikipag-collaborate sa ibang mga tao. Paano ka makikipag-communicate sa mga tao. Pero it didn't say there that kailangan na yung bata, ang kalaro niya, or yung kausap niya, o yung kaibigan niya, ay yung kaedad lang niya. Diba? Kasi kahit tayo, when we started working, pagpasok natin sa company, may mas bata sa atin, may mas matanda sa atin, may ibang galing sa ibang schools, may ibang galing sa ibang status, iba-iba, may boss, merong colleague mo, merong manager, may vice president, may janitors, may mga, di ba, may iba't ibang staff. So, magsusocialize ka, iba-ibang tao yun, di ba? So, anong difference nun sa bata? Hindi, dapat yung mga kids natin naka-expose sa iba't ibang tao. All walks of life, all ages. So, pag tinatanong din namin muna, paano ba nila dinidefine yung salitang socialization? Pag na-define na nila, sasabihin ko yung definition ko ng socialization. So, doon nagkakaintindihan kami, yun pala yun. Or also because we got used to the point na parang, ay mahiyain yung bata. Yan kasi homeschooled siya kaya siya mahiyain. Tandaan po natin yung mga kids, may sarili rin silang personalities, 'di ba? Meron talagang mga bata na shy. Whether or not, yeah, homeschooled sila or nasa regular school sila, may mga bata talaga na very vocal, very bibo, very energetic, yung uh, volunteer dito, volunteer doon. May ganung kids. So ako, nire-respect ko na yung mga bata, iba-iba sila ng personality. So, parang, parang I don't think it's parang right naman for them to be judged according to how they do, 'di ba? Yung personality nila. So, I think socialization is, pag tinignan mo siya very broad. In fact, if only you would be able to meet most of the homeschool kids, you will be so surprised as to how they are able to socialize with other kids, younger than them, older than them, and even with adults. They're very good with conversing with adults. I guess because the parents are always talking to them, so they develop this certain kind of self-confidence that they can speak their mind, they're assertive, they know what they want to say. Um, I've read about this. May mga studies abroad, not here in the Philippines though. They compared homeschool students from regular school students, and they found na they're very uh, well-adjusted individuals sila, well-mannered individuals, and they're able to socialize with their peers, with people younger than them, and with people older than them. So, hindi ko rin ma-explain 100% kung saan nanggagaling yun. Pero ako, based on my experience sa lahat ng nakita kong bata na homeschool, wala pa akong nakitang socially awkward kids.
I
So,
think the
homeschooled. I don't know why.
yeah, I think the reason why they say na they're worried about socialization kasi the what they have in mind is literally the whole time it's just you as a mom and your and your kid.
Mhm.
Diba? Hindi naman sila sabay nag-aaral. Tama ba? You do
May,
it separate.
may times sabay sila. Kasi
So,
independent na yung isa eh. So, kaya niya on his
I
own.
think
Yes, yes.
yun yung nasa mind. Pero, I believe last night we were talking about it na there are also like support groups wherein they mingle with other kids. And I guess the PE classes would also involve socialization since,
Yes.
oh, unless if it's a swimming class one-on-one lang. So, but if it's
Yes.
a group swimming class, like with Ethan, diba? There's somehow socialization with other kids, with other people, or
Mhm.
are there also gatherings between homeschoolers? So I think we can share this with our viewers. So para yung mind nila hindi lang nasa isip na homeschool. So the whole year it's just the
Home.
mom and the kid.
Yes, oo. Yes, true. It's not just because homeschooled, so nasa bahay 24/7. Nako, hindi po kami laging nasa bahay. In fact, para kami may mga nunal sa paa. We're always out because we believe that the world is our classroom. So, hindi kami madalas na sa bahay. At kung nag-aaral din kami, sometimes we even go to a coffee shop or to a restaurant or we go out to the clubhouse. We
Park,
walk
right?
around. I'm sorry?
Park.
Yeah, or at the park. Yeah, something like that. we homeschool everywhere, anytime. It doesn't really matter, no? So, and yes, we have, in homeschool, we have what we call co-ops or homeschool communities, wherein we meet other homeschool families. We have field trips, we do classes, um, ano pa ba mga we have play dates, we swim together, we have picnics. Ang daming activities namin na nagagawa with other homeschool families. So they are able to socialize. In fact, what's so good about homeschool co-ops is that when you go there, you'll find that there are different families with different, let's say, practicing different faith, um, coming from all walks of life. Families who are big, families that are who are small. So doon pa lang may diversity na. Tapos, may kids doon, like, okay, so I have two kids, right? So I have two co-ops for them. Ethan is member of the Teen Homeschoolers of the Philippines. And then Erin is member of the Las Piñas Homeschoolers. So for Ethan, most of the members there are teens or preteens. So may 11, 12 years old, 13, 14, 15, 16. Kay Erin, since grade schooler siya, meron dong as young as 3 years old, 4 years old, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, lahat yun kasama niya. Nakakahalubilo niya. So, nakaka-collaborate niya, nakakalaro niya. Pag naglalaro yung mga bata, nagko-collaboration sila. Hindi lang natin yun napapansin, pero pag tinignan mo sila, they collaborate with each other. And in fact, even siblings collaborate at home. 'Di ba? Even you as a family, you collaborate. So kayo mismo nagso-socialize din kayo sa isa't isa eh. Nagko-collaborate kayo, gumagawa kayo ng, o sige, pupunta tayo, for example, we're going to have an outing. Okay, so si Ethan will be in charge of this. Okay, ikaw sa itinerary. O Erin, you'll be in charge of this. You help mom with the ganyan, ganyan. Daddy will be in charge of this and I will be in charge of ganyan. Collaboration na yun. Diba? So yes, maraming ways actually to socialize.
How often do you have this gathering in a month?
Oh, okay. Some co-ops,
You
they
do
do
it
it
once
every week.
or sorry,
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So how often is that?
Okay, for homeschool co-ops, sometimes they do it weekly. Depende sa agreement. Merong iba twice a month. Okay? So, merong iba monthly nagkikita. Depende. Ngayon, kung merong classes, let's say for example, swimming, football, mas usually yan medyo mas frequent, mas regular kung talagang ginagawa na niya talaga parate. So, and this yung iba, nagmi-meet lang kami minsan para, oh, let's go to the mall and let's have a play date. Or
You
let's
make it
go,
your parang you make your own gathering kumbaga. So it's a
mm-mm,
way for your kids to socialize with others.
mm. Yes. Kaming mga parents, pag co-ops, usually kasi talagang yung mga parents yung nag-work doon eh. So parang sila yung nag-iisip, oh sige, mag-field trip tayo, ganito yung gawin natin. Or let's have a read aloud session or a storytelling session. And then after that, we'll let the kids do an artwork. Maybe one mom who's really good in the arts will be able to share her time. And then maybe one parent, there was a parent in teen homeschoolers, uh, pagaling siya mag-bowling. He was a professional bowler. Tinuruan niya yung mga kids mag-bowling.
Mm.
Merong dad na nag-billiard siya nung mas bata pa siya. So, tinuruan niya yung mga kids ng mga techniques. Nakakatawa, di ba? Kasi the parents are involved. And then, there's a parent naman, kay Erin, nagturo siya ng Bible study for kids. May nagturo ng mommy ng debate 101 and who coached the kids to a debate competition. There's a mom who's good in cooking and baking. Nag-share din siya ng time niya. Tinuruan niya mag-bake yung mga bata. So you see, you don't even have to hire anybody or pay anyone. The parents. What are you good at? You can share it to your children. And because you're good at it, I'm pretty sure, matuturo mo yan ng maayos na maayos. And at yung heart mo nandun, so may passion ka to teach it. Diba? Parang kunwari, si Jen. Oh, pag nagturo siya sa mga anak niya ng boys, sabi ko nga sa kanya, pwede siya magtayo ng band.
All right. Okay. So yeah, before we move on, Tia, let's greet a few friends. Hi, Kat Kat. Hi, Che. Yeah, nakaabot ka. Ate Celia, hello po. Net, hello. Kuya Romy, hello. So we have two questions, all right?
Yes po.
So she's asking, so this is a zoom-in question. In terms of academic performance, how does a homeschooled child, siguro the performance compared to a traditional school child? Ayan, you can relate to this kasi 'di ba nag-both sila eh. And in between homeschool tapos traditional school tapos homeschool again, right?
Yes. I don't want to compare a homeschool child to a traditional school child because all children are unique. All individuals, 'di ba? Everybody's unique. So it's really hard to say. Because when you compare them, it's like telling who's better. Like, is a child from a regular school better than a child from a homeschool
Perhaps
setup?
based on your own kids since ano ba? Because they
Oh,
did
okay.
homeschooling and traditional school as well. Eh. So
Okay, I will just share my experience in terms of my
yes,
children because Erin went to a preschool for 2 school years, and then I homeschooled her grades 1, 2, 3, and she's incoming grade 4. So this will be our 4th year. Ethan, on the other hand, went to a preschool also, and then I homeschooled him for grade 1, and then I went back to a regular school, no, and then grades 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and then now he's grade 10. So siguro if I would look at Ethan, kasi siya yung mas diverse eh. Mas marami siyang balik from homeschool and regular school. Um, sa kanya wala akong makitang difference eh. Kasi si Ethan very well adjusted talaga siya. Hindi ko siya nakikita nagta-transition. Para sa kanya, pag
depende sa
nag-homeschool
bata.
siya, pag nag-homeschool siya, homeschool ako. Pag nag-regular siya, regular school ako. Parang ganun lang siya eh. So,
But how
hindi,
was he coping? I mean, between nung nag-homeschool kayo, ah, perceptive ba siya? Tapos, nung nag-traditional school siya, was there any hard times nung
mm,
learning
mm, mm,
some
mm, mm.
subjects or things like that?
Okay, so nung nag-transition kami nung una, hindi ko rin siya talaga nakita parang nahirapan kahit with me. Siguro kung may tatanungin lang ako sa kanya na ayaw niya, siguro yung napagalitan ko talaga siya. Siyempre ayaw niya yun. I mean, who would want that, 'di ba? Yung pag nagagalit ako sa kanya, siguro yun yung ayaw niya sa homeschool. In fact, I remember I asked him to write things I love about homeschooling and things I don't like about homeschooling. And sinabi niya dun sa I don't like is yung napapagalitan siya. Which is, in general, ang mga bata talaga naman pag may ginagawa,
Ayaw
papagalitan mo sila. At ayaw nila nang
in terms of
pinapagalitan sila.
grades kaya,
I'm sorry?
grades,
Grades, okay.
how was he performing nung nag-traditional school siya?
Okay, sige. Okay, you know what? I'm not really doing this because I'm going to brag. Okay, I am not bragging this, but because I am the mom. Of course, I'm proud of my son.
Yes.
I will just have to tell. After grade 1, I brought him to a regular school, right? So he took a diagnostic test, a diagnostic exam. And then I asked the school, sabi ko, I know you do not release the results. You just tell me na, di ba, ang sinasabi lang dyan is, ma'am, pasado po, or hindi, or i-accept po namin. Pero hindi bibigay sa'yo yung scores, di ba? They don't really give you that. They will just tell you if you passed. So I asked, sabi ko, you know what, we've homeschooled for 1 year. I just want to know, how did my son fare? Sabi ko, don't give me scores. Sabi ko, okay lang. Basta gusto kong malaman, sabi ko, sa math ba? Sa science ba? Sa English ba? Saan lang na aspect? Para lang, ma-affirm din sa akin kung tama ba yung naituro ko or hindi. So,
Parang it's
nakakatuwa
a
naman.
test on you, di ba?
Oo, so sige, so sabi nung school, okay, we'll get back to you. And when I called again, you know what the school told me? Your son is 7 months ahead
Oh,
for his
wow.
grade level. That's almost 1 school year ahead. And I was like, what? Kahit ako parang, what? Really? Tapos, when he went to the regular school, lagi kong kinakausap yung teacher. Tinatanong ko siya, how is Ethan? Is he okay? Ay, ma'am, okay po siya. He has so many friends already, ganyan. So, kasi ako yung concern ko eh. May friend ba siya? Okay ba siya? Baka tahimik siya sa class. Ay, hindi po. Minsan nga po, pinapatahimik na namin siya eh. Ayaw po niya tumigil. So, tapos, he was doing so well with his grades. To think, hindi pa masyadong aral na aral. Because ako, even when he was in preschool, hindi ko ini-encourage yung competition. Ang lagi kong sinasabi, dapat you compete with sa sarili mo, with yourself, hindi with other people. Tsaka hindi ko ini-encourage na parang, ay, ang taas ng grade mo. Hindi yun eh. Ang tinitignan ko kasi character, skills, yun ang importante sa akin. So, okay, so nung nandun siya, he was really doing so well. And if I remember correctly, on the very last day of the class, they had to present to all of the parents. All of the students inside the class will have to present it in front of the parents. Ethan, I remember, was the last presenter because what he presented in the class is the whole animal kingdom. Sa kanya yung may pinakamahabang presentation, siya yung may pinakamaraming terms, at siya yung dulong-dulo. Hindi ko inisip noon na parang, bakit nga ba sa kanya napunta yon? Pero nakita ko na agad, ang galing niya magsalita. To think homeschool nga siya. Tapos, yun, doon, pero syempre nung time na yun, hindi ko ina-affirm sa sarili ko na, talino pala ng anak ko. Parang pinababayaan ko lang. Tapos after nun, bumalik siya homeschool eh. So homeschool kami. Balik na naman siya sa regular school. Natakot na naman ako. So every time na aalis siya sa umaga, sinasabi ko sa kanya is, have fun, God bless you. Hindi ko sinasabing, galingan mo anak, mag-aral kang mabuti. Hindi, sinasabi ko lang, have fun. Kasi gusto ko magkaroon siya ng maraming friends. Yun yung nasa isip ko. On the very first term, after he went to a regular school, the school pala had a ranking for their students. Hindi ko yun alam, hindi kami aware. Pero hindi nakikita yun ng lahat. Ang nakakakita lang yung parents, no? Siyempre. He was top 15, top 16 out of 285, 86 students. Nang walang effort. Yun, doon ako na chill siyang tao. Yung tipong pag-uwi niya, are you okay? You're not doing anything? Yeah, I'm okay. Are you done with your homework? I'm done with my homework. Where did you do your homework? At the school bus. I'm done. As in, chill na chill. Hindi ko nakitang naghihirapan. Tapos ganun-ganun lang. Tapos when I went to school, the teachers, when they talked to me, that's when I heard everything na, your son's so good with his essays. He's so well-mannered. There was even one teacher who pulled out his child from the regular school, put him into homeschool. Why? Because he was so inspired with Ethan. So kung it's just so hard. Baka sabihin ng mga tao, bragging and all. Pero yun yung experience ko. Kaya nung nakita ko yon,
I'd like to congratulate you, Pia.
thank you. Pero nung nakita ko yon, it's also hard work for Ethan. I have to commend him for being also, that's his work eh. I'm just here to facilitate. Doon ko na-affirm na, kahit pala hindi ko na-i-teach lahat, kahit pala hindi ako perfect parent, hindi ako perfect mom, hindi ako perfect teacher, naturo ko pala kay Ethan character. Naturo ko pala sa kanya yung skills na kailangan niya. So, hindi ko na inisip na, natapos ko ba yung textbook namin nung nag-aaral siya? Hindi. Naku po, hindi. Naturo ko pala, at hindi rin. Magaling ba ako sa math? Lalong hindi. Magaling ba ako sa science? Hindi rin. Siguro isipin ng mga tao, hindi, teacher siya. Siguro matalino siya nung nag-aaral siya. Hindi rin.
So parang
Hindi rin.
depends on your child, kung gaano siya ka-receptive doon sa kung ano man, not just on homeschooling, but on learning, I guess. So parang you cannot really gauge if it's the traditional school or the homeschooling that hindi mo maano eh. But what I see is what's more important is na-instill na sa kanya yung discipline, na-instill na sa kanya yung hunger to learn more each day. I think that's what's important.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Dahil dyan nga yung other three questions. All right. Kuya Romy, my cousin, he has a question. So, does homeschooling has a positive impact on kids' social skills? I think slightly na cover na natin to earlier. So, that is his question. And then we'll go to the other two questions after this.
Yes. Okay. Sasagutin ko ba ulit yung socialization?
Siguro just a summary of what we mentioned earlier. This homeschooling has a positive impact on kids' social skills. I guess it does. The way your provider or the way you're doing it, it has big impact, and that's very positive on the kids that are following that system.
Yeah. I've answered that kanina. So, yes, if you will ask me personally, I would say yes because that's what we have experienced as a family, and that's what I have experienced as a co-parent because I've seen other homeschool kids as well. If you would be able to meet one of them, then you will really be able to affirm, so wala naman palang difference. 'Di ba? Pag hinalo mo sila sa mga ibang bata, makikita mo, you're just like
I
normal
think
kids.
mas merong guidance, right? Kasi andyan yung other parent. Kasi when you
Siguro.
bring your kids to school, minsan yung teacher lang yung nag-guide and then the other kids, sila lang yung magkakahalubilo, right? So, yeah. Let's move on to the next question. Keng has a question. So, is homeschooling the same with progressive approach? Yan. So, dahil you studied education and you were a teacher, yeah, I think somehow
Um,
you can answer.
I'm trying to define the progressive approach in here. I'm trying to put a perspective into that. Um, I don't know if he's asking kung progressive in what manner.
I think in your homeschooling way, pwede mong I mean, that's just my
Yeah.
outside opinion because, but I'm not a homeschool teacher.
Yes. Okay.
Pero just listening to you earlier na pwede mong i-inject things like this, things like that. And that's not the traditional way of learning. So,
Yeah.
yun lang yung thoughts ko. But yeah, from
I
what
guess.
are
Yeah, I think you're right about it. No? So siguro yun yung tinatanong niya. Actually, maraming approach into homeschooling. Some parents are still doing it traditionally. Some are doing the classical approach. Some are doing the Montessori method. Some are doing Waldorf. Some are doing unit studies. If you take a look at those, parang ang daming terms nakakagulo. We consider ourselves as eclectic homeschoolers, meaning we do not just adhere to one method or approach. We try to incorporate some from Charlotte Mason, some from unit studies, and also I try to tailor fit our curriculum, our homeschooling style or lifestyle into my child's learning styles. So siguro in a way nagiging progressive siya kasi finifit ko kung ano yung nakikita kong need ng anak ko. And it's in a way progressive also because it's interest-led, meaning if we believe na ito yung interest ng bata, we put more focus on that. We put more focus on their strengths. Parang ganon. Siguro yun yung question niya. If it's a progressive approach. In a way, siguro kung wala kang alam sa mga terms, pwede mong isipin na progressive siya in such a way because you try to adjust, 'di ba, accordingly. Parang okay, yung bata medyo nahihirapan siya sa math. Okay, take it slow or try to change the curriculum. Baka hindi nagwo-work sa kanya to, baka mas magwo-work sa kanya sa Singapore math. Parang ganon. Or maybe this book is not working for him. We'll try to take it slow. Or maybe we're going to do math na naka-games. Parang ganyan. Baka mas maganda
maging
yung
effective?
sa kanya, parang ganon. Like si Erin ko, yung math niya parang storytelling. sa kanya parang it's narration. Like, we went outside and
And
then
it's
we
okay,
bought
right?
chocolate.
Wala namang guide na dapat ganito lang, dapat ganyan lang. At the end of the day, it's how they learn. Yung ano yung nakuha
Mm.
out of it, and you get the grades and you submit it to your
Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Correct.
I hope that's okay. If you have follow-up questions, just type it in. We have one more question from Jay. Is homeschooling a long-term solution?
A long-term solution.
Yeah, perhaps hanggang grade 12, pwede bang mag-homeschool? Or meron bang nag-homeschool sa college? I mean,
May
does it end somewhere? Or yeah.
Okay, so now there are already homeschool providers who are offering the senior high school program. Hindi ko alam yung mga tracks na lahat, no? So I do know that they offer STEM, humanities, ABM, and the GAS track, the general academic, no? Long term, kung ang tinutukoy dito is yung nangyayari ngayon because there's a pandemic, I would say probably yes. But if it's in the point of view naman of the parents, I know a lot of parents are considering homeschooling only for the school year, only until such time that they believe it's safe for their children to go back to the regular school. Then I guess short term siya. Pero homeschooling has been here for a very long period of time because when we were our ancestors, they've been homeschooling ever since. 'Di ba? Ang mga bata noon, basic lang. Pag pinanganak ka, tuturuan ka lang, okay, ito yung ginagawa ng mommy, ito yung ginagawa ng dad, nag-hunt ng food, yung mom, ito, nag-gather, nag-cook, etc., etc. But if you're looking at it, I guess it's a long-term solution, yes. Siguro depende na lang kung sa parents, no, kung gusto nilang i-continue after this. Pero ako nakikita ko ngayon kasi yung iba talaga are just looking at it for the school year or maybe until next school year. Pwede siya for kinder to grade 12 depending on the homeschool provider. If you're looking at the universities, I know there are open universities who's doing that. Yung parang mala home study program ang dating. But I just don't know how it works. There are other homeschoolers who are like that. Yung pagdating nila ng college, naka-open university sila. It's a choice of both the parents and the child.
I have a question. Ngayon ko lang naalala kasi a friend of mine told me na parang, I don't know what provider or what particular um, curriculum she got. I don't know if that's how it's called. But parang there's a certain time that if you finish that curriculum na, you can go to the next level. Parang does it mean that you can skip? You don't have to wait. If you finish it already, you can go to the next level. So pwede bang ganun? Kaya ko yun natanong kasi I remember I was reading an article. Matagal na ngayon while I'm talking to you. The kid is a boy. So parang at a young age, he finished his the grade 12 and then parang the youngest doctor and he was homeschooled and he finished with flying colors. So it just goes to say na nakapag-skip siya ng certain level kasi how is that? I mean, here in the Philippines, I know you still have to submit grades and all. Pero paano kung alam na nung kid lahat eh? Siguro yung mga younger level. Do you skip it? You go to the next?
Dito kasi sa Philippines, very
So, parang
strict na si...
accelerated kid,
Oo,
parang
parang very strict si DepEd with acceleration ngayon, no? So, they really follow yung age. I'm thinking the article is not here. Tama ba?
yeah, it's not in the US. Yeah, it's in the US.
But I think baka, kasi, okay, different countries, they have different rules about the homeschool program. So, if you go to the US, yung iba't ibang state, iba-iba din yung ano nila, yung rules nila na pinapatupad for the homeschool families. If you go to a different country, sometimes ban yung homeschooling. Merong hindi. Pero dito sa Philippines, we still follow the DepEd standards and the DepEd rules. I know they're very strict now with age. Di ba before, pag kinder, minsan sasabihin natin, 4 years old, alam na kasi niya eh. So, pwede na po ba? Pwede na po ba? Di ba minsan pwede? Ngayon, hindi. Kailangan 5 years old by August, the last day of August for that school year. Tapos pagka grade 1, kailangan strictly 6 years old, parang gano'n. So, but I do understand. Alam ko yung tinatanong mo kasi, paano nga kung alam na niya? Tapos, alang-aralin niya naman paulit-ulit. Di ba? Parang gano'n. Meron akong mga alam na homeschool families. For example, yung bata, 8 years old. So, technically speaking, grade 3. Pero, yung math niya, pang grade 5. Kasi, hindi na siya pang grade 3 eh. Natlagpasan na niya, alam na niya. So, yung ibang parents ganon. So, sige anak, grade 5 yung math mo. Pero, minsan din kasi, grade 5 yung math niya, pero yung English niya, grade 2. And it happens, di ba? Na minsan ang strength ng bata, math. Pero minsan, medyo nagsislow down siya ng konti. Dun sa English, sa science, or sa Filipino. Okay? Kasi lalo na sa Filipino, like for us, grade 3 si Arian, pero yung Filipino niya, binaba ko sa level na pang grade 1, halos. Short sentences lang, kasi nga, hirap siyang mag-understand ng Filipino eh. So, sa ibang subjects, advanced kami. Pero sa ibang subjects, talagang nagtitake, I follow her pace. I don't force it, I don't rush it. What's the rush? Hindi ako nag-rush kasi hindi naman competition yung education. Hindi siya race. It's not a race. It's not a competition. For us, personally speaking. Yes, Jen. Cut yata si Jen. Hi, Jen. Wait, I'll just message Jen. All right, she says she's coming. So we just have to wait a bit, I think. Oh, I'm the host now. Wait, we'll just have to. So, let's just wait for Jen a bit. I think medyo nawala yata yung signal ni Jen. We'll just wait for Jen. Oh, wait. Let's see. Oh, somebody said, I don't know if I'm even allowed to do this, but Jen, I just have to read this. Somebody said, Pia, how did you manage the skill of patience? I think, okay. Um, I think it's something that you learn every day of your life. Somebody said, I don't know if I'm even allowed to do this, but I just have to read this. Somebody said, Iya, how did you manage this? So it's something that you learn through the years. So I've been homeschooling for 7 years, and I've noticed I changed the way I was homeschooling before my eldest. Now that I'm homeschooling Arian, my youngest, it's really is different. I'm calmer now than before, and it's something that you pray also for. You have to pray for it. Um, you have to pray for it. You have to consciously tell yourself that you have to calm down. You have to chill a bit. And if I'm already feeling mad or angry, I stop homeschooling. I stop and then I say, okay, sige, break tayo. Break muna tayo. Kain ka muna. Dito muna ako. All right. Jen, are you back? You have to pray for it. You have to consciously tell yourself that. Oh my. Just waiting for Jen. Oh, somebody. Okay, I have another comment here. Do homeschooling parents and child need to follow a strict time management? Well, it depends on the lifestyle of the family. If the parents are both working, I do understand that when the parents are both working, you have to be a bit flexible. I mean, you have to be strict, you have to follow a certain schedule, but you also have to be flexible. Kasi di ba pag, there! Alright, Chen's back! Yes! Hi!
Back! Yeah. Ganun talaga pag live.
Yeah.
Nangyayari.
Okay.
Apologies for that. So I can see we're able to answer Mina and Jay's question.
Yeah, I answered them. Sorry, I had to answer them because, di ba, hindi
Yeah,
pwedeng dead
I was
air.
hoping
Hindi
to do
pwedeng
that.
dead air. So I have to answer Jay and Mina also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. Actually great. So you did mention about time management already, right?
Yeah.
I think last night Jay was also asking, does both parents have to do homeschooling?
All right. I want to answer that first with this. Okay. First and foremost, the decision to homeschool should be um both the parents' decision. If I may say so, for those who are listening, for those moms who are listening right now, I think you really have to tell your husbands that when you're going to decide to homeschool, it should be a decision that both of you decided, both of you have agreed upon, and both of you have really prayed for. Because I don't think it's good to say like, sige, ikaw na bahala dyan. Pag may nangyari dyan, ikaw ang may kasalanan. Wag gano'n. Wag naman magsisihan or wag ibigay yung weight sa isang mom, dun lang sa mom or dun lang sa dad. It really has to be both of you who will really decide if you are going to homeschool or not. You have to sit down. Daddies, I know you don't like yung manonood ka pa ng videos or bibigay pa sa iyo yung mga facts, but you really have to listen this time because I believe na yung education, dalawa talaga dapat, I mean, di ba, yung husband and wife talaga dapat yung mag-decide. And if you can also talk to your children about it, kasama rin silang, sana, after nyo mag-usap, pwede nyo na silang isama and then you have to explain thoroughly. Okay? And then, okay, so kailangan ba dalawa? Um, Hindi naman parati. Pero mas maganda kung dalawa kayo. Mas maganda sana kung yung ibang subjects kay daddy, yung ibang subjects kay mommy. When we started homeschooling, my husband would do civics or social studies, and then he would teach computer. Ngayon, computer na lang. Hindi, siguro kung yun yung, kung ano yung strength ni daddy. So for example, siguro si daddy baka mas okay siya mag-math, or maybe kung musically inclined si daddy, baka siya na lang yung magturo sa music, or kung magaling sa art si dad, baka pwedeng yun yung kanya. Alam ko sasabihin niya, ba't ang dami nung sa mommy? Sorry, mommy pero parang feeling ko talaga yung bulk na pupunta sa atin eh. Pero depende yan sa usapan. Pero I've met a family na yung dad yung nag-homeschool. So, kasi si mom talaga, full-time corporate mom. Pero, also, gusto ko sabihin na,
The daddy.
may ganon. Pero gusto ko lang sabihin na, kahit anong setup yung family, kahit na single parent, kahit na yung dalawa nag-work, kahit yung dalawa nasa corporate, kahit dalawa nasa part-time or freelancer or may business kayo, marami na pong families who are homeschooling with that kind of lifestyle. Meron ding families na may 5 kids, 6 kids, 4 kids, multi-level, multi-grade level kids, and they're able to homeschool. Marami ng setup. So, huwag isipin na parang, ay, nag-work ko, so pwede ba ako meron pong mga nag-homeschool na nagtatrabaho sila full-time. As to how they do it, doon na, hindi ko na alam. But I'm really sure. I'm also working.
Sorry. Go on.
Yes po. I'm sorry. I'm also working part-time. So, yes, I'm working part-time. I have no house help, and we're homeschooling 2 grade levels.
I don't know if you've answered this already, but how many hours do you do it in a day?
Okay.
Do you follow like in school 8 to 12 or 8 to 4 or something?
No, we don't. That's
so
very yeah, it's very tiring for children just to sit down the whole day, and it's gonna be
Yeah,
kids on
exactly.
talking, right? So, I think the reason why they do that in the regular school that long, it's because, syempre, when you go to school, there's a flag ceremony, there's opening prayer, or morning prayer, excuse me, and then they have to fall in line, they have to put their bags in their cubby holes, the teacher have to do the attendance. I think all of those things, and then of course you have recess and stuff like that. I guess all of those things, pag inad up mo siya, kaya siya humahaba. But in a regular, I'm sorry, in homeschool, you can homeschool in a few hours. Pag mas bata, let's say kinder, they say, can you keep it up mga 1 hour lang? Pagka mas tumatanda ng isang grade level, nagkakaroon ng increment ng 1 hour or 2 hours. So for example, grade 3, 2 hours, 3 hours, pwede na. So paano yun? Isipin nyo how. Kasi po, madali lang naman eh. Concept lang yung ituturo nyo, di ba? Concept, after the concept, exercises. Pag okay na, sige, isang exercise pa. Pag okay na, they stop na. Huwag mo na i-prolong. Kasi pag yun lalo na pag yung bata kinesthetic learner, yun yung mga gusto nila talaga yung kumikilos-kilos sila. It's really hard for them just to sit down. In fact, I remember Erin, she wrote in her journal, what I like about homeschooling, she said, I don't want to sit for too long. I remember sitting for too long, I was so bored. She said that. So kasi in homeschool, we eat while we eat, ha? We eat, I allow it. I allow my kids to eat while reading a book.
While she's doing another thing.
Yes. So they're allowed to eat snacks while they're homeschooling. They're allowed to listen to music if it actually encourages them and if it suits kung gusto nila, I allow. So depende sa lifestyle ng family, or merong iba kasi medyo mas stiff ng konti. So ako, okay lang ako kahit Basta yun nga, basta tapusin yung ginagawa. Okay na ako.
But of course, you don't teach all the subjects in a day, right? Katulad
Yes. Oo, ako, kasi I divide. What I do is, for example, yung core subjects, let's say math, reading, language, or English for the upper grade levels, and then Filipino, science, and social studies. In fact, social studies, I can do it mga 3 times a week. Doesn't really have to be every day. And then yung isang araw will be allotted for music, arts, PE, health, values education, and computer. Or, depende so merong iba, pag ang strength ng bata computer, so everyday may computer subject. Parang ganon. So, depende kung paano mo schedule. I don't teach all the subjects in a day. Oo, kasi feeling ko mabobore siya or so the rest of the day can be allotted for other things like playtime. Like, for example, Erin loves to draw. Okay, you draw. I'll give you time to draw. Or aside from the books that we have for our academics, meron silang books for leisure reading. Yung gusto lang niyang basahin, parang ganon, okay lang. Oo. So, yun, they can also do that. Or we go out, we go somewhere else, we do nature walks, we have
I
play
think I think
dates.
uh, I think one good point here is, as a parent, we should know. We will actually, if we still don't know, we will begin to realize or find out yung interest ng ating kids as
Yes.
we go along, right?
Yes, 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 true. That's also yes, that's one benefit of homeschooling. You will learn a lot about your children. You will get to know them, what their interests are, what they don't like to do, how they learn, things like that, and you will get to know more about yourself.
Yun no?
Yes,
Kung gaano ka
yourself.
kaya ka-tsaga.
Yes, and tsaka nurture niyo yung relationship yung mag-ina. Yan.
So guys, do you have any other question? Oh, my sister is watching. Hello, Len. Is she? Hello. Oh, Carlos. Is it Carlo or Geng?
Hi! Oo nga, no? Si
Yes,
Carlo ba si Geng?
yun nga, hindi ko alam kasi Carlo
Kung
Geng.
si Carlo, hi, classmate.
Yeah, aming classmate also watching. All right, guys, do you have any other question? No, Pia has to go. Well, not really go outside, but has something a bit later.
Yes, so,
Good morning from
wow.
Doha. Good morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nasa
All
Doha
right. So,
pala
guys,
siya.
I hope you. Well, for me, this has been a fruitful afternoon. We've learned a lot from Pia, and I was telling Pia last night that I think I want this episode 7 to have like part 1, part 2, part 3. Oh yeah, I have suggested long time to my ate about homeschooling. So that's what I was thinking. So we'll do another part, a part. Let's see. Just tune in to my Facebook page, and I'll let you know when the next, when the part 2 will be.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
You see, there's we have a question.
Oo nga Oo nga, nakita ko.
Is it possible or allowed to change some PE subjects to like some real life work? It's gardening.
Okay, that's a good question, no? A lot of homeschoolers do that. We tweak our subjects. Not that because we don't follow the depth, but we still follow kasi may point naman siya eh. Gardening kasi physical work yan, di ba? So in
I
a way,
think
it's...
wala nang ganun ngayon sa school.
Oo, hindi na nag-gardening, di ba? You don't grow your own
Like
food eh.
before.
Oo.
Part siya ng LE pa ba nung time natin?
Oo,
Home
oo,
economics.
oo. Actually, what's good, kung yung bata, let's say for example, grade school, they have home economics from grade 4 to grade 6. So that could be, gardening could be 3 subjects. Baka nga 4 pa eh. Sige, let's try to ano. So for example, that can be physical education. That's home economics because if you're growing your own food, the better. And in fact, if you're going to sell after, wow, 'di ba? Ganda rin nung ang ganda rin ano noon, ang ganda performance task noon, ang gandang project noon. And then perhaps that's also science, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Tapos let the child, let's say for example from a seed, draw it hanggang nag-grow. Tapos meron siya itatrack niya. So for example, first week, second week, third week, fourth week, and so on and so forth. And then, pwede rin siyang arts. Sabihin niyo, bakit arts? Marami kasing nagagawa sa mga dried leaves or 'di ba, yung mga gano'n. Or they can draw yung let's say for example, lalo na for smaller kids and they don't know how to write in sentences yet, they can draw the seed and then nagsasprout yung leaves ng konti and then into a full-grown plant and then susunod may fruits na siya. Yes, tas pagka ito for ano naman, for high school, technology and livelihood education. So, livelihood education, yun. Lalo na pabenta nyo sa kanya yung naani niyang gulay.
Guys,
Ganda
pwedeng
yan.
pwede yan.
May math pa yun. Oo,
So you
may
can
math.
actually parang integrate everything.
Yes, yes, yes. If I may also add, kasi nag-tweak siya ng PE subject, yung computer namin sa bahay, yung computer subject namin, for grade schooler, for Erin, we're using code.org. So, because now, kailangan natin yung mga 21st century skills. So, aside from doing the DepEd curriculum, we're doing coding for my for my grade 4. She's doing code.org and now we discovered Scratch. So we're exploring that. Nagko-code tapos makikita mo may magagawang animation, ganyan. And for Ethan, we're using Code Academy. So pwede mong i-tweak. Depende sa interest
Tinuturo mo ba yan? Yeah.
Hindi, kasi online siya eh. Meron na siyang...
Online niya.
Oo, meron na doon. Tuturuan na sila. So,
may tutorial na doon.
Oo. Kasi
kailangan talagang mag-research ng parents no?
Oo, totoo yan. Research. Saka, you have to be a member of, at least mag-member kayo ng mga groups, mga FB groups. Meron, may Pinoy Homeschoolers of the Philippines, Homeschool Association of the Philippine Islands. Maraming groups. So, pag pumasok kayo sa mga group na yon, pwede kayong magtanong. Tapos, may sasagot doon sa inyo. So, for example, can you suggest project-based a project for, let's say, science grade 5. Maraming suggestion or magtanong ka ng isang website kung saan kayo matututong mag-Singapore math, for example. Ang dami rin dun sasagot. At maganda dun, experience na nila. So may review na sila. O para sa amin, nag-work to. So it might work for you as well. Ganyan.
May first-hand experience na.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright. Thank you so much, Pia. Oh, alam mo, this is such a short notice, pero, di ba, Pia was able to help us on this episode. Guys, if you have any other question, I know Pia needs to go also. Meron siyang puntahan. Just feel free to message me and then we can ask it on our next episode. I mean, part 2 pala. Mm-hmm. So definitely we'll have a part 2 of this one. So
yes. Can I say something, Jen? Last?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, something for the ones who are watching right now. And for those who are considering homeschooling, if you're transitioning from a regular school, please take your time to research, to educate yourself first before you decide whether you're going to homeschool or not, and whether you're homeschooling or you're sending your children to an online or distant learning, or you're sending them back to a regular school. It doesn't really matter. We're all parents and we all want the best for our children. So whatever decision that you'll make, I'm pretty sure that that decision is based on the love for our children. So kung ano man yan, huwag mag-guilty na, ay, hindi nag-homeschool. Ay, nasa regular school yung anak. Walang comparison po. Kasi meron pong iba na nag-work sa kanila yung homeschool. Merong iba rin na bata na mag-work sa kanila yung regular school. So, yung ibang parents, like us, we chose this. So, ito yung decision namin for our family. This is a lifestyle that we have embraced for our family. It may or may not work for you. It will all depend on you po and your family. So, God bless you on your journey, in your education journey. And thank you, Jen. Thank you so much.
Sobrang thank you. Yeah. So guys, katulad ng sinabi ni Tia, we're not saying, although I think everyone is thinking about it. But as she said, parang ano yan eh, if it fits you, it fits you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So,
Yes, yes.
but there's no harm in trying, right? So, we can always experiment. Pero naman ang life, may challenges, may dumating, may kailangan nating i-embrace, i-adapt kung ano man yung changes. Kasi lang yung permanent, di ba?
Yes,
So,
true, true.
so, yeah. Thank you so much,
Thank
Pia.
you.
All right, so with that, we end this episode. But stay tuned, guys. We will have a part two about homeschooling. So stay tuned. Thank you so much, and thank you to all our viewers. Marami pong salamat. Have a wonderful day.